Hello everyone, my name is The Clever Fool. Today I'll be playing the second set of the Dawn of the Dukes campaign DLC campaigns. This one titled Jadwiga. Sent away from her mother and forcibly parted from the young man whom she loved, Jadwiga ascended to the Polish throne as a mere child. In a time of unending war, she must forge a future for her kingdom, while contending with the wills of formidable leaders like Jogaila and Vytautas the Great. Well, that's interesting. Those two both appeared in the final mission of Algirdas and Kestutis, which we just played. Can the beloved star of the Poles bring about her vision of a powerful united Poland-Lithuania, or will the incessant maelstrom of war plunge both realms into ruin once more? In this campaign, we'll play as the Poles and the Lithuanians. Okay. And the first mission here is in the matter of the crown. Is there an achievement for this? No, I don't think so. Let's go ahead and get started.
June the 15th, 1399. You can hear a distant bell tolling as the first light of dawn glitters on the Vistula River. An industrious friar. Somewhere in the outskirts of Kraków, hailing the arrival of the new day, long before the priests in our own cathedral have risen from their beds. It has been a long time since I noticed such things, the little things of beauty that season our days of war and toil and make them almost palatable. But as I lie here, counting the days until the arrival of my first child, I notice them more and more. Perhaps they never went away. Perhaps being confined to this bed has simply opened my eyes to them again. Better is a handful of quietness than 2 hands full of toil and a striving after wind. As I write these words of the preacher, the mighty bells of Wawel Cathedral finally toll for the morning. Incredible, really, how the sound of those bells is wedded both to the worst and the most wonderful memories of my life. I came to this city when I was 11 years old, a lonely princess from Hungary, surrounded by guards, a stranger in a strange land. This kingdom of Poland, which my late father had left as my inheritance, was a country on the brink of ruin. A civil war raged, with every duke and petty lord laying claim to the throne, and my hand in marriage as his queen. It was not a prospect I longed for, but, on the other hand, coming here meant that I would finally get to meet William again. My William, the Habsburg Prince of Austria. We had been promised to each other since before I could remember. Once I sat upon the throne of Poland, we would be wedded at last. As the mountains came to an end, and the bells of Wawel Cathedral sang from Kraków in the distance, it was him I thought of. What I wouldn't give to be so young and naive again.
All right. Our main objectives are to bring Jadwiga to her coronation at Wawel Cathedral in Krakow. Do not let the rebel dukes capture her. Our hints tell us that Jadwiga is restricted to the castle age and a population limit of 120. Sometimes it is wise to run and fight another day, even if it means sacrificing some of your less valuable troops. Neither of the enemy dukes wants a fight to the death. If you subdue one, he will aid you in your fight against the other. Keep in mind that he will be a weaker ally for the rest of the war if you weaken him too much before he submits. There are several paths into each enemy base. The most direct approach may not always be the best. Scout the countryside. You may find locals who can assist your war effort. You cannot build docks in this mission, so you must rely on farming rather than fishing. Instead of mills, the Poles will build folwarks. These cost a bit more, but they also provide 5 population space, like houses, and automatically gather some food from each farm connected. Oh, really? That's pretty cool. Constructed next to one. Once either Duke has joined your side, you can use chat commands to cooperate with him. Taunts 3 to 6 will tell him to send you resources, while Taunt 31 will cause him to attack an enemy. Your scouts report that Jadwiga in red, yes, red Poles, let's go, and her bodyguards are on their way from Hungary to Krakow, where Jadwiga is to be crowned Queen of Poland. In the southeast lies Krakow in purple, the Polish capital. Its nobles support Jadwiga and will provide you with men and resources for the coming war. Your strongest opponent is the Duke of Opole in cyan. He commands a large army from his walled city in the west. He will primarily train cavalry, heavy infantry, and siege weapons. The Duke of Mazovia in yellow has constructed a forward base to the north. He will primarily send cavalry archers and cavalry archers your way. Read that 5 times fast. Throughout the countryside are various allied Polish villages and camps. Some of these might provide you with resources or help in your fight against the Dukes. There are rumors of other factions approaching the Polish borders. The Teutonic Order in gray has been known to raid the region from time to time, and a suitor for Jadwiga in green is on the way to Krakow. The suitor. Oh, wow. Alright, let's go ahead and get this started, shall we?
We are entering Polish territory, Your Highness. The roads are bound to be crawling with rebel soldiers. Let us hurry. We do not want the future queen to be late to her own coronation.
I'm afraid that we cannot let you pass, Your Highness. The Duke of Mazovia thinks far too highly of you to allow the leaders of Krakow to use you as their puppet.
Do broni!
Tak też uczynię. Tak też uczynię.
Alright. We're able to clean up this starting force here. Lost most of our pikemen, unfortunately. But we did keep all of our strong units here. I don't think we can make it past either one of these. So I guess our only option is to go right.
Tak, natychmiast wykonam. Natychmiast wykonam.
We did not kill these Mazovians, did we?
Jakieś rozkazania?
No, I think I
Tak też
remember
uczynię.
decapitating this ugly
Wykonam.
bastard. The princess's entourage cannot be far ahead. After them!
Okay, let's send this knight back to bait and draw them over here.
Tak.
Do waszych usług. Jakieś rozkazania?
Natychmiast wykonam.
Let's break past the blockade now and run past. Those guys are scary. Got a few pikemen. That's okay. Let's try to get inside. If we can get inside, then we'll be fine. Good.
Tak. Tak. Natychmiast też uczynię. Tak.
Princess Jadwiga, I am glad and honored to finally meet. Go ahead to the cathedral, Your Highness. I shall visit you shortly for your coronation.
Jakieś rozkazania?
The queen's new suitor will soon
Rozkazania? Jestem sprawiaczką. Zbieram. Gotowam jest.
all who would oppose this marriage.
Łowiec zwierzyny.
Rozkazania?
Do waszych jakieś rozkazania? Do pani. Tak uczynię.
Okay, so now we have 2 new objectives. We need to force the Duke of Opole into submission by destroying his castles, and Mazovia into submission by defeating most of his army.
Jakieś
I must say,
rozkazania?
Archbishop, the Queen seems to have taken the news quite well.
Owszem.
Jadwiga remains unaware of our plans.
Jakieś
She
rozkazania?
still believes that she will
Tak,
marry
panie.
William of Habsburg.
Do waszych usług. Pojmuję tak uczynię.
Truth will devastate.
Jakieś rozkazania? Tak uczynię. Pojmuję was. Tak uczynię.
Child's sorrow is as violent as it is short-lived. I am sure that she will see reason in the end.
Okay, so right away I'm gonna start getting my economy rolling here.
Do waszych usług. Pojmuję was. Tak uczynię.
Tak, gotów jestem. Łowię zwierzynę.
I'll start by grabbing these herdables.
Tak, natychmiast wykonam.
And building a lumber camp here. And there's lots of fish in the water too, so we gotta make note of that. The poles are a new civ, of course.
Owszem. Jakieś
I think they're a cavalry themed civ, so I'll be producing a lot of knights. They have a unique tech that makes their knights cheaper, I think.
Owszem. Tak uczynię. Jakieś rozkazania? Pojmuję was.
Witaj, natychmiast wykonam. Jestem sprawiaczką.
Gotów jestem. Sprawiacz.
And as for the full works,
Sprawiacz.
they look nice, but they're also the 3x3, and I think the hints told us that they will actually gather food from nearby farms, so I'm going to try to build several of these if I can.
Tak też uczynię. Jestem sprawiaczką.
We just house ourselves. Whoops.
Natychmiast wykonam. Jestem sprawiaczką. Jestem sprawiaczką. Rozkazania? Tak. Jestem sprawiaczką.
Jakieś rozkazania? Do waszych usług. Jakieś rozkazania? Tak uczynię.
Sorry, Obak.
Tak uczynię.
Needed to clear space for you for a villager. Let's not let ourselves get too distracted right away.
Gotowa jest.
Tak,
Witajcie. Rozkazania? Gotowa jest. Pojmuję. Witaj. Łowię zwierzynę. Jestem sprawiaczką. Rozkazania?
gotów jestem. Tak też uczynię. Sprawiacz. Witajcie. Sprawiacz. Gotów jestem.
Let's get some more farms out here. We're on the full works.
Witajcie. Gotowa tak też uczynię. Pojmuję. Natychmiast wykonam.
I think gating this area off later would be very useful.
Wykonam. Jestem sprawiaczką. Rozkazania? Drwal. Witajcie. Zbieram.
Tak.
And I'd like to get chain barding armor. Perfect.
Rozkazania?
As soon as we get that up, I'm going to assault this little tower here. Oh my god.
Rozkazania.
Tak, zbieracz.
Witajcie. Zbieram.
Rozkazania? Witaj, zbieracz.
Owszem, jakieś rozkazania? Owszem, pojmuję was. Do waszych usług, pojmuję was.
Gotowa jest. Tak też uczynię. Jestem sprawiaczką.
Rozkazania? Sprawiacz.
Jakieś rozkazania?
Rozkazania.
Okay, it seems like we're already coming under attack here. So we need to develop our economy even faster.
Tak, jestem górnikiem.
I'm gonna build a castle up here.
Rozkazania uczynię. Sprawiacz. Tak. Jestem górnikiem. Witajcie.
Keep villagers coming out. I'd like to get a university and more wood choppers here, actually.
Owszem. Jakieś rozkazania? Tak uczyń. Jakieś rozkazania? Tak uczyń. Owszem. Tak, pojmuję was.
Gotów jestem. Natychmiast wykonam. Sprawiacz.
Our entire gold income has also been from mining the stone. Poles get gold for mining stone.
Tak.
Witajcie.
Let's also get ourselves a university.
Sprawiacz.
Rozkazania. Pojmuję. Wierzynę.
And a monastery too at some point.
Rozkazania.
In fact, I saw some knights up here, so I might just train a few monks and try to convert the knights.
Jakieś rozkazania?
Soldiers are healed up.
Gotów jest. Witajcie. Rozkazania.
175 wood.
Sprawiacz.
We're good to go. There's the monastery.
Witajcie.
Gotów jestem.
Rozkazania.
Rozkazania. Łowię zwierzynę.
Let's pick up those deer. Perhaps we can scout this area out a little bit.
Do waszych usług.
Witajcie. Pojmuję. Sprawiacz. Gotów jestem. Natychmiast wykonam. Sprawiacz.
Jakieś rozkazania? Dobrze, atakujmy!
Rozkazania.
Gotowa tak, zbieram.
Tak, idę zatem. Natychmiast się tym zajmę.
What's the unique tech again? Schlaza privileges. It's pretty expensive, but it makes our knights cost a lot
Do
less
waszych usług.
in the long term.
Jakieś rozkazania?
Do usług idę zatem. Się tym
Do
zajmę.
waszych usług. Tak uczyń.
Tak. Do usług, tak. Oczywiście. Imię Boga.
Jakieś rozkazania? Tak uczyń.
Kazania, panie, się tym zajmę. Tak. Do usług idę zatem. Tak, natychmiast się tym zajmę. Imię Boga. Przykazania, panie, się tym zajmę. Imię Boga, panie.
Perfect. We got a conversion off.
Jestem. Tak, bieram.
That's great news for us.
Rozkazania.
I would also like to perhaps build another TC somewhere.
Jestem sprawiaczką.
Keep villagers coming out. Keep cavalry coming out. We have good food income.
Tak, natychmiast wykonam. Jestem sprawiaczką.
Gotów jestem. Łowię zwierzynę. Rozkazania. Łowię zwierzynę.
Rozkazania. Pojmuję. Drwal.
Tak, natychmiast wykonam.
Witajcie. Tak też uczynię. Łowię zwierzynę. Tak. Jestem sprawiaczką.
Alright, cool, this is good.
Tak uczynię.
We have monks of our own, so we can keep them in the center of our base to heal.
Tak uczynię.
Let's get murder holes here. And follow that up with masonry. There's a market over here too.
Jakieś rozkazania? Tak uczynię.
Rozkazania.
Witaj, pojmuję. Sprawiacz.
Tak. Naprawiam.
Oh wow, we're under attack again.
Owszem.
Gotowa jest.
Rozkazania. Sprawiacz. Tak, naprawiam.
Jakieś rozkazania? Pojmuję was.
Gotów jest. Natychmiast wykonam.
Okay, we gotta bait these guys over to our castle.
Tak uczynię. Do broni!
Witaj. Naprawiam.
Tak, jestem górnikiem. Gotów jest. Sprawiacz. Tak, pojmuję. Sprawiacz.
Gotowa jest. Jestem sprawiaczką. Zbieracz.
Rozkazania. Gotów jest. Łowię
Witaj.
zwierzyny.
Natychmiast wykonam. Jestem sprawiaczką.
Witaj.
Alright, we need more stone. And we need that stone to build a second castle on the right. I won't feel comfortable until we have two castles.
Rozkazania. Też sprawiacz.
Tak. Jestem sprawiaczką.
Gotów jestem. Sprawiacz.
Gotowa natychmiast jest. Wykonam. Jestem sprawiaczką. Rozkazania. Jestem sprawiaczką. Gotowa jest. Jestem sprawiaczką.
Tak. Sprawiacz.
Natychmiast się tym zajmę.
Rozkazania. Gotowa jest. Jestem sprawiaczką.
Rozkazania.
Rozkazania. Łowię zwierzynę.
Also, as the Poles, our HP comes back on our villagers.
Jestem górniczką.
overtime as well. I forgot to consider that. That's pretty cool, actually.
Witajcie. Sprawiacz.
Witajcie. Natychmiast jestem sprawiaczką.
Tak, tak też uczynię. Sprawiacz.
Obelix seemed to train pretty quickly as well. That's good. And I think I'll actually go for some pikemen here.
Jestem sprawiaczką. Jestem sprawiaczką.
Przykazania, panie. Witaj, pojmuję. Sprawiacz.
Stone mine over here, gold mine over here.
Tak. Witajcie. Tak też uczynię. Sprawiacz.
Looks like there's some trebs here. This would be a good time to invest into the Schlata privileges.
Tak.
Thank you for freeing us. The Duke had us building siege engines for him, for free. Can you imagine? It breaks my entrepreneurial heart. Now you, Queen
Witajcie.
Jadwiga,
Pojmuję.
you seem like an honest customer. For a
Jestem
trifling sum,
sprawiaczką.
I am willing to sell you these trebuchets that we built for the Duke.
Gotowa jest. Rozkazania. Wykonam. Jestem sprawiaczką.
Alright, no need to buy those trebs right away. We can always buy them at our own leisure. Let's get ballistics.
Natychmiast wykonać. Gotów
And
jest.
get some pikemen online. Looks like the enemies are about to send an attack our way.
Do waszych pojmuję was.
Witajcie. Jestem
Tak,
sprawiaczką.
natychmiast wykonać.
That is a lot of enemies sending attacks our way. Are they coordinating? I feel like they couldn't be coordinating, but like they gotta be coordinating this.
Jestem górnikiem.
Jakieś
It's
rozkazania?
almost too perfect.
Przykazania, panie.
There's a relic up here.
Się tym
I think we
zajmę.
took a fight. So I didn't see that because I was too worried about this.
Gotowa jest. Wykonam. Jestem
Gotów
sprawiaczką.
jestem. Sprawiacz. Tak.
Witaj. Zbieracz.
Witajcie. Natychmiast wykonam. Tak, naprawiam.
Owszem. Jakieś rozkazania? Tak uczynię. Atakujmy!
Gotów sprawiacz. Witajcie. Pojmuję. Sprawiacz.
Do waszych usług.
Gotowa jestem sprawiaczką.
Rozkazania. Sprawiacz. Witajcie. Sprawiacz. Rozkazania. Witajcie.
Owszem, do broni! Do waszych usług.
Rozkazania? Tak. Jestem sprawiaczką. Natychmiast wykonam.
Rozkazania. Gotów jestem. Drwal. Rozkazania. Witajcie. Tak też uczynię.
Owszem, dobrze, tak uczynię. Do waszych usług. Przyjmuję was. Jakieś rozkazania? Tak, pojmuję was.
Rozkazania gotów. Witajcie. Sprawiacz.
Tak też uczynię. Witajcie. Drwal, gotowa jest.
We're actually running low on wood now.
Jestem sprawiaczką. Jestem sprawiaczką.
Do waszych usług. Jakieś rozkazania? Atakujmy!
Tak. Jestem sprawiaczką.
Do waszych usług.
Our knights should cost much less gold now. They only cost 30 gold. So I don't feel bad about producing them at all.
Owszem, pojmuję was. Dobrze, tak uczynię.
Rozkazania.
Gotowa jest. Jestem sprawiaczką.
Gotów.
Alright, let's try to scout out the location that yellow is attacking from. Maybe we could even wall it off. If we wall it off, then they might both attack from this angle. Yeah, let's see what this side of the map looks like.
Witajcie. Rozkazania. Jestem sprawiaczką.
Tak. Witajcie. Pojmuję.
There's stone over here to be had. Another gold pile over here.
Do waszych usług.
Okay, we're near our pop cap, which is good.
Jakieś rozkazania?
The enemies are sending an attack at us. That is totally not good.
Rozkazania. Naprawiam.
Owszem, jakieś rozkazania? Owszem, do waszych usług. Jakieś rozkazania? Atakujmy!
Gotów jest.
Gotowa jest. Jestem sprawiaczką.
Owszem, naprzód! Jakieś rozkazania?
Rozkazania. Sprawiacz.
Witajcie. Jestem sprawiaczką. Tak. Natychmiast wykonam.
Do waszych usług.
Witaj, też uczynię. Tak. Rybt.
Jakieś rozkazania? Tak, dobrze, tak uczynię. Jakieś rozkazania? Owszem, tak, dobrze, tak uczynię. Tak, panie.
Okay, our units are higher quality here.
Owszem, tak uczynię. Atakujmy!
Witajcie. Sprawiacz.
Rozkazania. Jestem sprawiaczką.
So we should win this battle pretty handily. Still have no idea where they're coming from, though. Like, it's clear they're coming from the right, but what does it mean to be coming from the right? Can I potentially just wall this area off? Okay, so there's a bridge here.
Tak, naprawiam.
Let's repair this castle up.
Witaj, tak też uczynię.
And I kind of want to see what happens if I just straight up wall this section off.
Jestem sprawiaczką.
Do waszych broni!
Tak, gotów jestem.
Okay, so we're out of gold here. We're actually running out of gold in a lot of places.
Górnikiem.
Pojmuję. Tak, drwal.
Jakieś rozkazania? Atakujmy! Owszem. Jakieś rozkazania? Do waszych usług.
Gotowa jest?
Owszem.
Tak. Jestem sprawiaczką.
Rybit.
Witajcie. Tak też uczynię. Jestem sprawiaczką.
Do waszych usług.
Gotowa jest? Witajcie. Gotowa jest? Tak. Jestem sprawiaczką.
Jakieś rozkazania?
Rozkazania. Jestem sprawiaczką.
Wykonam.
Witajcie.
Rozkazania.
Tak. Jestem sprawiaczką.
Okay, so now what I'm interested in seeing is what happens if that area is walled. It looks like that's a choke point, so it looks like they'll come, surely they'll come from this side, right? So I'm gonna build a second castle here. Keep investing in my cavalry.
Rozkazania. Jestem sprawiaczką.
There's gold and stone down here that can be mined. Oh, at this point, it would probably be a good idea to... Oh, I don't even have a market. There's a relic back here. Let's kill those guys.
Rozkazania.
Have these guys build...
Sprawiacz. Sprawiacz. Witaj.
Oh, what have I done?
Gotów jestem. Sprawiacz. Rozkazania.
Tak.
Tak. Natychmiast wykonajcie. Sprawiacz.
Witajcie. Jestem sprawiaczką. Gotowa jest? Tak. Jestem sprawiaczką. Jest. Jestem sprawiaczką. Jestem
Gotów
sprawiaczką.
jestem. Sprawiacz.
Jakieś rozkazania? Do waszych broni!
Tak.
Not sure how that guy got through, but he did nonetheless get through. Do I have a monk somewhere? I do. Let's grab this relic and bring it back.
Rozkazania. Witajcie. Gotów też uczynię. Rozkazania. Rozkazania. Witaj, natychmiast wykonam. Gotów jestem. Witaj, panie.
How much wood does a fuller cost? 125. Alright, that's not so bad. We are quite low on wood though. It's because our wood choppers have to walk so far, so they're not actually very effective.
Owszem, tak, pojmuję was. Dobrze, tak uczynię. Dobrze, tak uczynię. Tak, panie. Dobrze, pojmuję was.
Okay, so that camp's going down.
Do waszych usług.
Good to know that in advance.
Jakieś rozkazy? Atakujmy!
There must be another crossing over here somehow. Unless they just skipped everything and I just didn't notice. There is a crossing. Wow, what a crossing. Okay, this is fine.
Gotów jestem.
I can just build a castle here and stop things earlier. I know they have forces somewhere, so I'm just gonna see if I can draw them out.
Rozkazania? Witajcie. Gotowa jest. Zbieram.
Pojmuję bitw.
Witaj, jestem sprawiaczką. Rozkazania? Tak, zbieracz.
Gotów jestem. Rozkazania.
Jakieś rozkazy? Tak uczynię.
Witajcie. Gotowa jest.
Do waszych usług. Dobrze, tak uczynię.
Witajcie. Gotowa jest. Rozkazania? Tak.
Witajcie.
Nie, bo oczywiście.
Alright, now's our chance to go in and fight the yellow soldiers. They only have 21.
Gotów jestem. Sprawiacz. Tak. Sprawiacz.
Gotowa jest.
What I actually need is more stables.
Sprawiaczką. Rozkazania? Jestem sprawiaczką.
Alright, 17 soldiers, 13 soldiers. No need to go after villagers, go after soldiers. Continue funneling knights in. They have 6 soldiers, 5 soldiers.
If this war lasts much longer,
There we go.
Poland will have no fighting men left to defend it. For the sake of our kingdom, I will yield. I shall accept the man that Krakow wants as king.
Jakieś
Gotów
rozkazania?
jest. Naprawiam.
Having 2 castles here was definitely the right decision.
Rozkazania? Tak. Zbieracz. Rozkazania? Zbieracz.
Witaj, zbieracz.
Tak. Tak też uczynię. Jestem sprawiaczką.
Witaj. Natychmiast wykonam. Jestem górnikiem. Rozkazania. Łowię
Witaj.
zwierzynę.
Natychmiast jestem sprawiaczką. Jestem sprawiaczką. Jestem sprawiaczką. Gotowam jest. Jestem sprawiaczką.
Dowożę was.
Perfect. Now all that remains is to tribute for the tribes.
Business with you. Now you
Nice.
should also know about our return policy. Which is that we have no return policy.
Walling this section off
Dark
was
tidings.
good.
It appears that the rebellious Duke has aligned himself with the Teutonic Order.
Oh,
These
come on.
crusaders will be swelling the ranks of his army.
Did you think that our holy order would
Jakieś
stand
rozkazania?
aside
Pojmuję,
and
tak
put a
uczynię.
pagan king on your throne? I am afraid that you were sorely mistaken.
Okay. Well, we're at our pop cap again.
Jakieś rozkazania? Atakujmy!
Gotów jest. Tak. Łowię zwierzynę.
Pojmuję was. Pojmuję was. Dobrze, tak uczynię. Do waszych pań.
I hope this is a one-time wave.
Witaj, naprawiam.
They're losing score rapidly, so it does look like it's a one-time wave. I pray that it is, at least.
Rozkazania. Witaj. Pojmuję. Sprawiacz. Gotów jestem. Tak. Jestem rozkazania. Górnikiem. Gotów jestem. Natychmiast wykonam.
Whoa! Why are our troops going out? No, 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 no! Get back here! Get back here! Get back here! No, get back here! Get back here! We cannot afford to lose these guys.
Rozkazania? Naprawiam. Tak. Gotowam jest. Łowię zwierzynę.
Tak też uczynię.
Rozkazania? Jestem
Witajcie.
sprawiaczką.
Sprawiacz.
That was close. We almost lost those trebs.
Jakieś rozkazania? Pojmuję was. Owszem, dobrze, dobrze, tak uczynię. Atakujmy!
Okay, that's one castle down. I'm gonna back the troops back to base.
Tak, tak. Sprawiacz.
Tak, jestem sprawiaczką.
Witajcie. Sprawiacz. Rozkazania naprawiam.
Witajcie, jestem sprawiaczką.
Sprawiacz.
Great, now we have a second castle to contend with. But yellow is starting to help us now.
Jakieś rozkazania? Do waszych usług.
Okay, I think I'm able to move these trebs back up again.
Gotów jestem. Pojmuję. Sprawiacz. Witajcie. Tak. Rozkazania. Sprawiacz. Witajcie. Sprawiacz.
Jakieś
Good,
rozkazania?
it looks like things have swung in our favor. I would say to go after yellow before teal for sure. It's much easier to fall within the victory condition for yellow. If you destroy purple's or teal's castles first, then teal will be really weak anyway, so you'd be facing yellow and potentially a really strong gray as well.
Gotowa natychmiast wykonam zadania.
This is one of the most difficult mission ones that I've played in quite some time. It's pretty satisfying to win though.
Pojmuję was. Atakujmy! Do waszych usług. Tak uczynię. Naprzód!
It's really just a matter of time now. There we go.
Enough! I will not see my city razed to the ground.
It's a bit late for that, buddy.
Jadwiga has my allegiance, and so does whoever the nobles of Krakow have chosen to be her spouse.
We will not fight for a duke who bows to a pagan king. Come, my brothers. Let us return to Prussia.
The Teutons are pulling back, and both of the dukes have surrendered to us. The realm is at peace.
Nice!
2 more weeks until we reach Krakow. I shall finally lay eyes on my bride.
What? This is the guy from last mission, from the last mission of the brother one, the Lithuanian one. There's Polish victory popping. What? So it's continuous. That's really cool.
It was at the end of the war that William arrived outside the castle gates. When I heard the news, it was as though a pulse of sunlight came from my heart, and I ran to meet him, only to see him surrounded by my own guards. I threw myself at the gate, but the guards pulled me away. And William disappeared in the crowd of uniforms and glittering steel. The Archbishop, his otherwise kind eyes, gray and hard, spoke almost in a whisper, as if the words stung his throat. Your marriage to Prince William has been annulled, my queen. We have found a more suitable king for Poland. His name is Jogaila, Duke of Lithuania. I felt my heart shatter. The noblemen of Krakow had never intended to honor my vows to William, as they didn't want Poland to fall under Habsburg influence. And so they had made a secret deal with Jogaila of Lithuania. A deal they now expected me to fulfill.
That is
rough. For a long time, I insisted that I would marry my William. But after many days and nights, in tears and in prayer, I could see no other way out than to break that vow. I would trade my own happiness for the happiness of the Polish people. I would marry Jogaila, the pagan duke, and do my duty as queen. God forgive me.
Dang, that's pretty intense. What an opener. This is truly something special, I think. You compare this mission and its difficulty and its intricacy against, for example, I don't know, I can't think of an appropriate one to compare it against, say, like Saladin 1, right? Like, the first episode of Saladin is run to this gate, run to this mosque, destroy a TC, and that's it. Whereas this one has all sorts of complicated stuff going on, and it's very difficult. You're under pressure constantly, and you have to make the correct decisions in order to actually win the scenario. If you lose your treads early, I feel like you'd have a lot more trouble. If you go for teal instead of going for yellow first, I think you'd have more trouble. Yeah, there's just a lot of ways to lose this one. There's even like that puzzle at the start where you have to avoid some troops and break through a barrier to get to the cathedral. There's a lot of stuff going on in this mission, and I am very hyped for what remains here. Anyway, my name's The Clever Fool. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.